It's a long time since we've seen a Portillo moment, that moment when Michael Portillo was defeated at a general election and stood looking rather limp and miserable, slightly blubbery, as his seat was taken from him. So Ed Davey says that he's targeting a number of top top rankers in the Conservative parties, among them Jeremy Hunt, the man who made spoonerism fashionable. You can't say you like him without causing a problem linguistically. Michael Gove, the man who's under investigation at the moment and now thinks that a new definition of extremism can bypass the problems implicit in taking the money given by Frank Hester. And Gillian Keegan, the lady who is supposed to be in charge of education and has presided over chaos. But she's not so different from Gavin Williamson, the man who looks a little bit like, who's the fellow that Tom Hanks plays? Go, go, go! He says that it's a once-in-a-generation event. Of course it is a once-in-a-generation event. We will probably see a parade of embarrassed ministers, senior ministers, losing their seats at this coming election. I don't think we should necessarily see that as an automatic signal that Labour is going to be cruising in with a sizable and working majority. That would require a shift, a shift in the vote that would be so huge it hasn't been seen in recorded electoral history since records began. So it will be very interesting to see what's happening there. Davey is going to be targeting the blue wall, the traditional Conservative strongholds, particularly winning over voters in the south and southwest. For some, it's the memory of the Brexit referendum and how they were treated. Others just feel the Tories have really moved to the right. That's exactly the point. Many people that I know are really very reluctant to say that they're going to vote for the Conservatives. Probably when it comes down to the crunch, they probably will, because they won't know who else to vote for. I think we'll see a large number of Conservatives staying at home at the next general election. And he says, you might call it the Theresa May Conservative. I think those types of Tories will vote for us next time, voting for the Liberals. Well, Theresa May Conservatives are perfectly welcome to vote for the Liberals, I would say. I cannot imagine why anybody would deify Theresa May to this extent. No, the Conservative body, the body vote for Conservatism was lost by David Cameron. It's the absence of David Cameron. David Cameron commanded a Conservative consensus. And when he went, the party lurched to the right. And if Theresa May is seen as the mild version of that, then I'm afraid that is why it's wrong. Theresa May was the person who brought in the hostile environment. She was the person who ushered in the boats obsession. She was the person who was Home Secretary for such a lengthy period of time, and the only thing she was interested in was her footwear. No, Theresa May, we should be chanting from the rooftops with joy that she's leaving the House of Commons. She should have gone long ago. As for Godalming ought to be the seat of the Conservative Party, but I think it is precisely that. It is the seat of the traditional Conservative Party, and that is not catered for in the modern version of conservatism. Gove's seat in Surrey Heath, similarly, and Keegan's in Chichester, similarly. These individuals have, I think, themselves allied themselves too closely, if not directly, with Tufton Street, to be worthy of a home run in the general election. They're going to have to fight for it, and I suspect some of them are going to lose. And everything will be put into ensuring that that these high flyers will not lose, but I'm afraid that that will not be enough. There's not enough money in the world, whether given by Frank Hester or given by some other character who is imprudent in what they say. There's not enough money in the world to shore up the fence around these individuals, particularly Hunt, Gove, and Keegan. I think they should be seriously thinking about what they're going to do next.